The Camellia House at Wentworth Woodhouse has stood on this site for over 200 years. But what is its history? And, more importantly, what is its future?
In 1723, Thomas Watson Wentworth, who was to become the first Marquis of Rockingham, took over the responsibility for the Wentworth estate on the death of his father. He immediately initiated extensive building projects. Beginning with the building of the Baroque mansion, the West Front, in 1724, he then moved on to the Palladian mansion, the East Front, in 1732. In the garden, the Ionic Temple and Ice House were constructed in 1735. And at the far north end of an area that was to become the menagerie was built a greenhouse, and behind it, Lady Rockingham's tea rooms. This is the site of what is now the Camellia House.
It was fashionable in this period for the landed gentry to own an exotic collection of animals, and the menagerie at Wentworth Woodhouse became a main feature of the estate in 1737. It was to remain in existence until possibly the end of the 19th century. The range and number of animals and birds from all over the world was extensive. 61 species of bird, including eagles, owls, seabirds, swans, and 25 species of mammals, with a bear, an ocelot, chimpanzee, and buffaloes in the park.
Designed by Ralph Tunnicliffe in 1738, the tea rooms was a modest limestone building that today is rather overshadowed by the Camellia House. However, in its heyday, the main room had a slate floor with a diamond design, wooden panelling, and a marble fire surround. In 1782, the fourth Earl Fitzwilliam was to inherit the house and estate. He began further changes, which included in 1812 the remodelling of the greenhouse which backed on to Lady Rockingham's tea rooms to create the Camellia House we see today. It's a neoclassical design in sandstone with a glazed roof, large sash windows, and 4 Ionic columns. Above is a stone balustrade around the roof, behind which stood 4 statues of the seasons of the year and 2 large fruit baskets at both front corners.
Today, the Grade 2 star listed building is in a very poor state of repair. Gone is the glass roof, and attempts to replace it in recent years resulted in it being vandalised, and the lead stolen on 2 occasions. Many of the window panes were broken and their frames rusted. And the 4 statues on the roof were thought to have been removed after the open cast mining in the late 1940s made them unstable. The destruction of the gardens at that time was so close to the Camellia House, it is a wonder it didn't sustain more damage. As for Lady Rockingham's tea rooms, they are all but derelict now.
But all this is about to change. Restoration architects and a team of experts have uncovered evidence of their past grandeur, and with the help of original architectural designs, they can now set to work resurrecting these small but important buildings.
Plans are in place to bring the tea rooms and the Camellia House back to life as a cafe and special events area. The building will also be used to celebrate tea drinking ceremonies from across the globe. The fountain in front of the building will be restored and the landscape surrounding it replanted and improved to provide easier access.
And the stars of the show? The resident camellias, along with their home, have suffered years of neglect at the mercy of the British weather and pollution from the open cast mining. But they are survivors. It has also been discovered that they are celebrities in their own right, as experts have found them to be some of the oldest and rarest camellias in the Western world. They will therefore take pride of place in the new Camellia House, and as they deserve a film of their own, their story is yet to be told.